Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cover the Spread here for Wednesday, September 3rd, 2025. Hey, if you're new to Cover the Spread, welcome aboard. Glad you're here joining us here on the Wednesday's action. Make sure you subscribe. Give us a thumbs up as well. Greatly appreciated. And hey, as we always do, we'll get to the cappers. See how they're rolling along. And then we'll get to the three on the diamond we got for you here today on Wednesday's slate. With big news tomorrow's the NFL. So watch out for some NFL coming forward down the line. It's football season as well. Yeah. Who doesn't love football season? But hey, we got three on the diamond here for you today. Head on over to Ramon. How you doing here, buddy?
Yeah, that should be great. But we know we got some important baseball action as well. I don't know if these games are the best, but hey, doesn't matter. They all pay the same. So let's get some winners here on Do It Again on Cover the Spread.
Exactly. Let's do it again and find us some winners here on Cover the Spread. Head on over to Al. How you doing here?
Yeah, doing all right. Trying to pick them winners for everyone. We got some other sports coming around, but maybe our last few picks, baseball picks here just for the week before looking at some football this weekend. So stay tuned for that.
Definitely. Not always stuck to the diamond plays, but hey, that's what we're doing here today, Wednesday. We're finding some diamond plays, diamonds in the rough, as they say. I think we can find some of these here today on this action. I know I'm thinking we got some nice winners to get to, so let's kick it off without further ado. First game we're looking at: Miami Marlins taking on the Washington Nationals, and Al's going to get us going here in this game. What do you like, Marlins or Nats here on Wednesday?
Yeah, it's been a rough start to this series for the Marlins, but expect them to do better here in this matchup on Wednesday with Perez getting the start against Mitchell Parker here, giving them a big edge here to start the game. Now, he is coming off his roughest start of the season and maybe his career here, going just 2/3 of an inning, giving up 5 earned runs on 3 hits, 2 of which were home runs. And so definitely a rough start there. He had been struggling a little bit too before that, so definitely not coming into this one in his best form, but I still think he's the much better starter here, the much more talented starter. And I think the Marlins can give him some run support here against Mitchell Parker. Also, Perez has great numbers against this Nationals lineup, allowing just 3 hits and 25 at-bats to them. So look for him to have another it looks like a great spot for him to bounce back here to me. So you could look at the Marlins just in the first 5 here. So they don't have the best bullpen in the league, but the Nationals are worse there too with the league's worst bullpen. So I'm going to take the Marlins here on the full game to get the job done.
Head on over to Ramon. What do you like hearing this one, Miami or Washington here on Wednesday?
Yeah, obviously, Yuri Perez had a pretty good start against Washington, pretty good numbers against Washington. Mitchell Parker, too, until that last blow up against the Marlins, had been okay against these guys here. Just that last one was blew up his ERA against them kind of a little bit. They got 6 earned runs in 3 1/3 innings, but before that, okay outing in April, but before last year, 3 solid outings actually against this Marlins club. So, look, I know that the Marlins have been struggling here, especially on offense on the road. So I think Parker can have an okay start. I'm going to go with the under here with Miami and Washington, just kind of based on the head-to-head matchups here for me. Like I said, this expected lineup just 3 for 25 against Yuri Perez for Washington. So give me the under here with Miami and Washington on Wednesday.
Tough game for me here in this matchup. Definitely not my favorite on the slate, but for me in this matchup, both these pitchers have been touched up a little bit in this matchup. So for me, I like the ding. So for me here in this one, we're going to go with the game prop. Give me Xavier Edwards to get an RBI. Hey, he's due for one. He's been getting some hits. We've seen he's got like 4 hits in the last 5 games here rolling along. Just hasn't had a guy on when he's been getting those hits. So give me Xavier Edwards here to grab an RBI for us here in this one on Wednesday. Hey, that wraps up the first game we're looking at. Head on over to game number 2. In this game, we got Seattle taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. This is Ramon's game. He's going to get us going here in this one. Mariners or Rays? What do you like here?
Yeah, pretty decent pitching matchup here with George Kirby going up against Adrian Hauser, who's resurrected his career a little bit. He's got an ERA of just 2.1 coming in. And still, for me, though, I'm still a Kirby guy, and I'm going to roll with Seattle here. He has some pretty good numbers against this lineup. Now, Tampa Bay does kind of own Seattle at home, but Seattle did have a strong series against them back in Seattle last time out, and they've won 4 out of the last 5, actually, against Tampa. So with Josh Lowe 0 for 8, Brandon Lowe 0 for 3 against Kirby, I'm going to take Seattle here on the road against Tampa Bay in this one. I just, Seattle might have a little bit more to play for here, obviously, at this point. Still pretty evenly rated matchup, so I like that. I'm going to take Kirby and the Mariners here on the road against the Rays on Wednesday.
Head on over to Al. What do you like here in this one, Seattle or Tampa on Wednesday?
Yeah, I like a nice little pitchers duel here. Kirby has some good numbers against this lineup, allowing just 3 hits and 27 at bats to these Rays. So I think he can come here despite this not being the biggest ballpark out there. I think with the wind blowing in, or expected to be blowing in a little bit, looks like there might be a little bit of rain there too. But again, being in Tampa, I'm sure that will clear out at some point. So not going to worry about that too much. But again, it might just slow these batters down a little bit as well. So I'm looking for a low-scoring one here and take the under in this one.
And from here in this this matchup here, look at this weird stat where you look at Adrian Hauser. He was with Chicago and he took on Seattle earlier. He went 6 innings in that game, gave up 2 hits, gave up no earned runs, 3 walks in that matchup versus Seattle, and then versus Tampa Bay back August 10th. But with the Rays against Seattle, he went 5 innings, gave up 6 hits and 4 earned runs, 3 walks, and a homer in that matchup. So I'm with Rowan. I think Seattle gets the job done. I think they've seen him a couple times this year. This will be the 3rd time they've seen Hauser this year, have the Mariners. So we've seen the first one. He had a good start. Second time around through, didn't end up so well. 3rd time through again, not going to end up so well again. Give me the Seattle Mariners here in the first 5 in this one on Wednesday. Hey, that wraps up the second game we looked at. Head on over to the 3rd game on the slate. We got the White Sox taking on the Twins here in this matchup. Game I like. I'll get us going here in this one on Wednesday. And you look in this one on Wednesday on the bump for this White Sox squad is hey, I was guy that we've been that I was back in anyways. A guy that's trying to get things done. Where am I? My bad. Yeah, Gomez on the bump, right? And he's a reliever trying to catch the starter's bag money. And you're seeing him. He had a couple good starts rolling along, but then, hey, he ran into the big bad Yankees. So, hey, it happens. The Yankees bats get hot, and they hit him up a little bit. He got in trouble with the walk. So, we know them Yankees bats, they're definitely good at with a good eye. And, hey, they got on base and home run. Will do it. Couple of hits, that'll do it. He gave up 4 earned runs in that start, so I expect Gomez here to. Hey, it's one of those spots where I think he can give up a few runs here in this matchup, but most likely it's that bullpen after that, and then you got good old Zebby going on the bump, and Zebby over his last 4 starts, he's given up at least 2 runs in those starts, 2 runs, 3 runs, 4 runs. I think this White Sox bats that have been hot get some runs off of Zebby. I think we see some runs from the bullpens as well. I like the over in this one. I think we see plenty of offense like we've seen in the opening game of the series, the scene 11. I think that type of series continues here where both bullpens are awful. We've seen some runs early and often. We also seen Gomez earlier. He had a good start against this Twins lineup back on August 24th. It was an 8-0 game there, but the Twins didn't do any lifting. Well, I think the Twins do some lifting here in this one and add to it. So give me the over. White Sox Twins here on Wednesday. And then over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one? White Sox or Twins?
No, and I saw this matchup, and I said, "Wow, this is a great game." But then I saw Andres Gomez, and I remember what you've been saying, and yeah, he did have that excellent start there. Well, he did have 3 walks in that game, but obviously didn't allow any runs. So, look, I'm going to prefer him right now over Matthews. That's just the way it is. However touted Zebby is in his future, I think Andres Gomez right now is the hotter hand. I'm going to take the White Sox here in the first 5 over Minnesota, a little underdog action on Wednesday.
Love it. Love it. Head on over now. What do you like hearing this one? White Sox or Twins here on Wednesday.
Yeah, I see your White Sox first 5. Ramon, I'll raise you the White Sox full game. They also got the better bullpen heading into this one, so why not just rely on them to get the job done as well, and close this game out as they should, while the White Sox keep beating up on this Twins bullpen that's been giving it up. So yeah, I'll go White Sox full game here, as Ramon said. I'm sorry. Yeah, full game for me. First 5 for Ramon.
White Sox double. First 5 and full game there in that one, right? So, hey, that wraps up the 3 games we got here for you on Wednesday's action. As always, let us know in the comment section what you think of the 3 games we're covering here on the slate. Or, hey, let us know what your favorite play is in the comment section below. And we'll do a quick little recap before we head on out. First game we looked at, we got the Marlins taking on the Nationals. Al's game, he says grab the Marlins here in this matchup. Game 2, we got Seattle taking on the Rays. This is Ramon's game. He says grab Seattle here in this one on Wednesday. Last game we looked at, we got the White Sox and the Twins. I see we bring your glove to the ballpark, Dave. We'll see plenty of offense there in that one. Grab the over in it on Wednesday. Hey, thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Make it a good hump day and do what we always do. And you know what that is? Cover the spread. Cover the spread.
Cover.
Cover. Spread.